Alrighty, and we are good to start. So, hi, my name is Andrea, for those who may not know me, and today we are going to be talking about The Sims 4. And why I like The Sims 4, as well as some cons to the game, because not everything is without me having its complaints, because it's what I do in this world. I'm a hater first and foremost. If you know me, you know. But if you have any comments, if there are any issues with the stream, leave them in the chat and I will be checking that periodically to address any questions, comments, or concerns. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. But before we get into talking about The Sims 4, I do want to give out a disclaimer that I am a student at the University of Alabama, and this stream is actually for a class I'm doing. So, I just want to let everyone know that this stream is for educational purposes at the University of Alabama, and nothing I say in this video all reflects on the University of Alabama. None of those thoughts are of the university. They are all of my own. I would also like to put out into the world that this is not a sponsored post, a sponsored stream. I am not sponsored by EA. They don't know who I am. I bought this game with my hard-earned money. Well, I didn't buy the base game. The base game was free, but I bought my expansion packs with my hard-earned money. So none of this is sponsored, and I am not affiliated with EA at all. So now we can get into talking about The Sims 4. So as a little bit of an overview, The Sims 4 is the fourth game in a series of games by EA, and it is short for simulation, basically. So The Sims 4 is where you can create a series of characters or a group of characters and basically live life through those characters. You can give them kids, they can have enemies, they can have lovers, you name it, they can have it. They can even have relations with the Grim Reaper if you so desire, with vampires, werewolves. There's witches in this game, I believe. You can give them a cause of death. They can have jobs. They can do anything that your heart desires. And all of that is possible not only through the official expansion packs that EA releases, but also through the custom content and the mods that other Sims gamers or Simmers play. And that is one of the really cool things that I really love about this game is the amount of customization that you can add to your game through custom content and mods, as well as the gameplay that comes from those custom content and those mods, as well as the gameplay that comes from the mods, because like I mentioned, you can have relationships with like a romantic relationship with the Grim Reaper. You can have relationships with vampires and werewolves, and all of that is in the game itself, but also with there was a new expansion pack that they released a few months ago that allows people to further those relationships with those types of characters, which is really cool to me. Now, on the other side of the pros, you always have some cons, because no game or nothing in this world is without critique. And my biggest critique of this game would have to be every time there is a major update, the game does break. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later, as well as some of the pros that I mentioned earlier later. But it does get to be an issue when you have to go through your mods folder and delete the mods that are broken within the game, because the game has had such a major update. And it really makes you not want to play it for a while if you're anything like me and you're like, I don't want to go through all of that hassle. My other complaint with the game is that you shouldn't have to pay for seasons or pets as expansion packs. Those should automatically be free with the base game, because I should not have to pay to have cats, dogs, birds, and whatnot in the game, as well as I shouldn't have to pay to have holidays and seasonal weather in my game either. That should be free content that comes when you download the base game. I also think that the base game should have always been free after like the 5-year mark, because Sims as a game is not cheap. Like, expansion packs cost like $40 easily, and the base game itself I believe was also running for about $40. So you can run up a good amount of money buying the game packs officially from EA. So yeah, but now that that's all out of the way, we can go into the gameplay if no one has any questions in the chat, which I don't see any, but we can go ahead and get into the gameplay. So bear with me while I get that all pulled up for us. So right now we are in my Sims 4 save file. As you can see, game mode is on right now. And this is just my menu screen to save and exit the game. So we can go ahead and close out of that. And my game is currently paused right now, but while it's paused, we can go ahead and talk about the characters that I have. So right here in bed is Janine. Her name is Janine Bassett. I just changed her last name actually. So Janine Bassett, she's currently sleeping. We have Cash Holloway over here waddling awkwardly to the bathroom. And we also have Thalia Holloway over here in her kid's bed, fast asleep. Now, Janine and Cash are not married. They are not engaged. They are not dating. They just so happened to be roommates living together in post-college, and things got a little wild one night, and Thalia was the result of said wild night. So now they live together, sleep in the same room, obviously not in the same bed, as you can see. And they co-parent happily, and there might be some romantic tensions still there, but nothing is official as of now. It's actually Saturday morning, so we can go ahead and unpause our game. It's Saturday morning, which means neither of them have work, So we can actually just kind of spend the day with them, see what life looks like for the family, for the three of them, and we can actually get some stuff done for their jobs. And while we're just kind of waiting for everyone to wake up and do their thing, I'm actually going to have Cash start to cook some breakfast. There we go. Ooh, we have a ton of stuff we can cook. Okay, but I'm going to actually not do that. I'm going to have him, there we go, serve breakfast. And we're going to have some scrambled eggs with bacon. While he does that, we can talk a little bit more about the game itself. So it's a really cool game. As you can see, I'm kind of clicking and dragging around, but you can also use your arrow keys to get around. I just choose to not do that because it's a little bit irritating for me. And then the greater than and less than symbols are how you rotate your camera. Now, the thing with The Sims is that they don't really do things on their own sometimes. You have to tell them what to do. As you saw, I told him to cook the food. And as you saw, I just had to throw away a spoiled plate because nobody did it, because they have no sense of autonomy. But if you control them too much, then they start to feel like there's like some higher power out there controlling their every move, which there is a higher power. I am the higher power in question, controlling their every move. But this game is really fun. I got into a fight with our neighbor that lives right there. One, because he won't stop coming to our freaking house. I don't know what that man has going on. It's like he doesn't have a job, he doesn't have a house, he doesn't have a home. I don't know what's wrong with him. But he keeps coming over and he would not leave. So I had Cash fight him. Did Cash lose? Yes. But Cash did fight him. And the other thing that I have had them do is get jobs. They've burnt down their stove. So this is actually a replacement stove and this is a replacement counter. And Janine got into a fight with a burglar the other night, and she also lost. We're losing a lot of. We're not a fighting household, if you can't tell. So I'm gonna add like a little fight corner to our to our skill section here. So let's go into build mode. And let's, as you saw, I was just moving this keyboard around, but let's move the keyboard around some more. Let's rotate it. You can rotate things using the greater than and less than symbols, like I was saying earlier. If you hold down Option and drag things around, you can place it a little bit closer to the walls. But what I'm going to do is go to the Objects by Room category, which I'm already in, and I'm going to go to the study section, and this easel right here is for hobbies and skills. Now the hobbies and skills section is where they have the punching bag, and this is what apparently my Sims need because none of us know how to fight apparently. So I'm gonna zoom back in We're going to click on this. We're going to hold down Option, and we're going to drag this into the corner right here. And we're going to learn how to fight, apparently, because if I get burglarized again, thankfully they didn't steal anything, because I would have been devastated. Even though I didn't really decorate much of this apartment, my feelings would have been hurt if we would have got burglarized. Oh my god, that's a hard word to say. Oh, they're talking. That's so sweet. Why is he eating in here? This is what I mean when I say Sims do crazy things, because he should not even be eating in here. She needs to be, is she asking for food? Let's, food please, because I don't want my baby to get taken away from me. We're going to work on her relationship with, oh, Cash has work today. Sorry, Janine does not have work today. She gets weekends off. So she's going to spend the day with her daughter. We're going to work on their relationship a little bit. And you know what? We might even hit the town and travel a little bit just to get them out of the house, because we have been in this house for a very long time. But one thing I will mention, I want to talk about the customizations that I was talking about a little bit earlier. So I'm going to click on Janine, and then I'm going to go to MC Command Center. Now, MC Command Center is a mod that I have downloaded to my Sims game to help me just get to things easier, just so I don't have to go through all the clicking and dragging and everything. But if I go to Modify Household and Cast, which is Create a Sim, we get the loading menu, and we can talk a little bit more about how to customize your Sims there, which is something that I really, really love to do. I could spend hours in Create a Sim, particularly when it comes to creating women. I don't know what it is about creating women in the Sims. It's just so therapeutic to me. But as you can see, we're in her sleepwear right now. So let's go over to her everyday wear. And this is what Janine looks like up close. Very gorgeous, very gorgeous. I spent hours on this, if you can't tell. But this is her everyday wear. And if you click on her shirt, you can see it has the tops, the full body outfits, the bottoms, accessories, shoes, styled looks, the body. And then you have all the other options, subcategories for tops. Now, the other really cool thing I do love is custom content. As you can see, all of this right here is custom content. If you see these little marks down here, like this butterfly right there, in the bottom right corner on some of those shirts, that is custom content. All of these that say Aretha at the bottom are custom content by Aretha B. Again, none of this is sponsored. I don't pay to be in their Patreons. All of this is free custom content that I have downloaded. But if you click on this little triangle right here, that is the filter panel. And I always filter my stuff by custom content just to see what I have. And as you can tell, I have a pretty decent amount of custom content, not near as much as some other simmers who have been playing this game for literal decades. But I do have a good amount saved to this map book, which I also use for school. And you can just scroll through and you can pick different outfits, and you have different outfits for different occasions. So this is her formal wear, her athletic wear, sleep wear, party wear, swimwear, hot weather outfit, and her cold weather outfit. Now, I'm sure you noticed that she has her septum piercing on all of these. I did not have to actually manually go back in and add that, but because if you click in the accessories panel and then you go to piercings and you select whichever one you want, so let's say I chose this septum piercing, for example. If you click this little copy button right here, this applies it to all of her outfits. So she has her septum piercing for all of her outfits, and the skin details and everything, that applies to all of her outfits as well, because that's just who she is as a sim. You can also change hairstyles in this game too, which I really love. So these are all the hairstyles. Again, we can filter it by custom content, masculine, feminine, all of that stuff. And I have a lot more hair downloaded than I do clothes. I love putting hair on Sims. Don't ask me why. It's very therapeutic. I could spend hours just doing hair alone and like shopping around for it. But I have a ton of different things downloaded. Some short hairstyles, longer hairstyles, protective hairstyles, you name it, I probably have it in there. Same with like the men. This is Cash. He's currently in his sleepwear. Let's put him in some clothes so he looks decent. This is everyday wear. And again, you can change your hair. You can give him facial hair. You can give him some hats, accessories, You can add makeup to them. You can also add tattoos. These are like body scars right here, so I never really add these. I don't know why I downloaded that, and I don't know which file it is, so I can't delete it because I am scared I will delete the wrong thing. But as you can see, I gave Cash a little sleeve of tattoos here. So if you go on like the upper left arm body part thing, you'll see that I have the tattoo selected there. And it's just really cool. Now, children don't have the same clothing availability as adults. She's a toddler. Thalia is a toddler, so she really has less to work with. And I don't have any toddler custom content downloaded. So this is all base game stuff, and I just tried to make it do what it do with that. And we're just gonna deal with it because they're not toddlers for very long anyways. So, and toddlers just kind of wear whatever in real life, so it's kind of realistic because I know my mama was dressing me with anything and everything when I was a toddler. I saw the pictures. She probably didn't want me to see the pictures, but I saw the pictures. So that's just the customization part, and that's really just scratching the surface when it comes to it. And we're back in our game now. Cash has work in about 30 minutes. We're going to go ahead and speed this up. A keyboard shortcut for that is the 3 key, just to speed things up so everybody can get what they got going on done. Cash, it's time for you to go to work, buddy. We gotta go to, you gotta go to work, babe. You need to get money. Why are you still here? Go to work. Go to work. Thank you. Why are you not going to work? Go to work. They always leave for work late. Okay, there's the go to. If your Sims are ever late, which I just now saw that, I don't know why my eyes glazed over that, but the go to work button is always at the top of the little work panel at the bottom down here. In the bottom right side of your screen is the second one from the left. The go to work button is always going to be on that top little panel right there. Oh, today is Thalia's birthday. We gotta celebrate her birthday by throwing her. We're gonna do that later when her dad gets back from work. Yes, you're gonna talk to your daughter. They're having such a great conversation. This is so cute. And whenever he comes back, we're gonna do her birthday party. Now, the big thing that she needs right now is a bath. So we're gonna give Thalia a bubble bath. We're gonna swap over to Janine. We're gonna rotate the camera this way. And we're gonna give Thalia a bubble bath because it is my girl's birthday. And birthday girls deserve bubble baths. I'm going to go ahead and throw this bowl away for them just because I know they're not going to do it. And it's going to take too much effort to like try and coax them into doing it. But we're also going to speed through this as well just because it's not really all that interesting. It's just a regular Saturday for the family. They sure are taking a long time when it comes to bathing this baby. Why does he keep wanting to come over? Leave me alone. Hey neighbor, I'm bored. Want to hang out for a bit? We can socialize or do whatever your heart desires. No, I don't want to hang out. And why are you not giving... I was about to say, why are you not getting a bath? No, you can't come over. Leave me alone. Get a job. My God. I don't think that man has a job. And you know, I tried to do him a favor by redecorating his little, Stop talking. Oh my God. We are not going to have a stinky birthday girl. I refuse to have a stinky birthday girl. I think my game might be a little broken. Because what's going on? Okay, no, the game is not broken. Give this baby a bath. She can't even get a bowl bath. She just has to get a regular bath. This is so unfortunate. I'm going to put this in here. Cash, you're back home. Get in here and we're going to We're gonna cook a cake. Now, to me, Thalia has been always more of a chocolate cake girl than a white cake girl, but let's just see what all we have in here. It's not wintertime, so I'm not giving her a winter cake, but we're gonna give my girl a chocolate cake.
Oh, Glooby-Zaree.
He's cooking that cake up. That was 15 bucks. Now, let's see here. The other really cool thing I will say about this game, while we zoom in, let's watch Cash cook this cake. The other really nice thing about this game is that you can give yourself money if you don't feel like having them actually go through having a hard knock life and working. So if you press Control-Shift-C, then this opens this cheat menu up here. I'm not gonna do it because I've already given myself tons of cash. I have $55,000 currently in Sims money. So, but Control-Shift-C opens up the cheat menu, and if you type in Motherlode, that gives you 50,000 simoleons or $50,000 in Sims money. So that's really cool. And if you press Control-Shift-C again, that will close your menu. Where is he going with the cake? Where is he going with the cake? Okay, now we need to place birthday candles. Where did we leave the baby? Bring the baby over here. Her skills are not up to where they usually would be. She just playing and stuff. Lord help it, God. I better not have to clean nothing up. Because if I do, we will scold you, girly. Don't get it twisted. We will scold you. And we're going to age her up. Where are they going?
The Samba.
And who are you talking to? Stop talking to that man.
Zag. Huh. Oh.
Now we're going to go to Thalia. And we're going to ask for candles help. From Janine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yes.
This is important. We didn't do like a birthday party, but this was nice. See, look at her. She's going to age up. Yippee! Okay, so I love doing this because now I get to pick an aspiration for my little Sims whenever they age up. So I'm going to have her be social, and she's going to be a social butterfly. And then we get some traits. I'm not going to make her unhinged because I'm pretty sure her mom's already unhinged. But I am going to make her a little creative, as well as, let's add a hobby one in here. Let's make her a geek. And let's also put music lover in there. And then those will be her child traits. And now she looks crazy. So I don't know why she has a shaved head. And so now we're going to go back to MC Command Center and we're going to modify her just a teeny tiny bit. Not going to spend a whole lot of time because I'm going to have to do the rest of this off camera. But I don't know what's going on. But right now we're just going to fix the hair up. Give her some different hair. There we go. I'm going to have to like fix her on my own time. But this is the start of something, okay? Like, girl, I don't know what this outfit is. Let's just pick something very cute, very simple. I like how I have more children's stuff than I do, like, toddler stuff. And then we're going to go to the bottoms. We're going to give her a nice little jean skirt. And then we're going to give her some shoes, just as everyday wear. Just as everyday. Let's see, where are my shoes at? let's give her these shoes, just as everyday wear. And this is her new everyday wear outfit. I'm actually gonna change her hair up, give her something a little different. So like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna filter this by custom content, which as you can see, don't have a lot of it. Actually, nah, we're gonna go back with this one. It doesn't look bad. But yeah, that's Child Thalia. So slay. Love that for her. Yay! Now my girl is a child. I'm gonna have her take a piece of cake whenever the menu loads back up. And that will be the end of our stream, guys. She's uncomfortable. Why is she uncomfortable? Unbalanced meals. Girl, take a piece of cake, man. And this is going to be the last thing we do. The cheats, when I mentioned cheats earlier, cheats can also be used to put your Sims in, to like go back into create a Sim and fix your Sims up. So if you do Control-Shift-C, and I believe it's CAS dot full edit mode, no spaces, that'll put your Sims in the mode where you can edit them fully, like change hair, change names, voices, everything in between, you name it, you can fix it. And so, yeah, that was my Sims gameplay. Very short, very brief. I'm going to go ahead and hit escape so the menu will pop up and we can go back over to this. Bear with me while I put this back up. So yeah, y'all, that was my Sims gameplay. If y'all have any questions about, cheats or gameplay or mods, custom content, where to find it, how to download it, how to put that in your mods folder, anything like that, any comments about the gameplay, any tips, tricks, advice that you have for me at all, I would really appreciate it. And thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you would like, if you enjoyed this video. But until next time, love you all so much. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.